Hi everyone, Nigel Saunders here. Today I'm going to be working on this Eastern White Cedar. I did some dramatic changes to this tree recently. I pruned off a great big branch on this side of the tree, making this branch my new trunk line. And it grew quite well over the last summer. Not really vigorous because I had repotted it. And yeah, so today I'm going to do some pruning, but I can't do a whole lot because the tree isn't like bursting with new branches or anything. I think it'll be really vigorous this summer. Usually the first year after repotting these cedars, they kind of don't do a whole lot the first year, and then the second year they really take off as those roots grow into the soil. So I think I'll do some pruning today, reducing all these long shoots back and do a little styling work on the tree, remove some of the dead branches, and just get it ready for spring, for that flush of growth in spring. And I'll eventually be repotting it. Yeah, it'll get a repot, but not this year, probably the next year. Here is a look at the tree. So you can see it's in its winter colors, that kind of bronzy green color. And if you look underneath the leaves, you can see the brighter green underneath. Yeah, so there's a few branches that are weak, like this one. It has some good growth at the tip, so I won't touch that branch. But the apex here is getting quite strong. And there's a branch back here that's getting pretty long and vigorous in some of these back ones. So I can do some pruning. The trunk line is pretty cool, nice and twisty. It's getting old bark on it. It is an old tree. This tree has been cultivated as a bonsai for about 50 years now. Yeah, it was just a kind of a stick when I got it. And it's come a long way. And yeah, so I'll prune it up today, get it ready for the spring growth. I'll rotate the tree around so you can see it from all angles. So here is the chosen front. I have it marked with a piece of wire. So we're coming around to the right hand side, to the back, to the left hand side, and back to the front, right about here. I'm going to begin the pruning. So here's the front of the tree, and I don't want this apex coming too far forward, which it is doing now. So I'm looking, I've got a more vertical branch coming off of this trunk line, which is quite nice. And that may become the trunk line in the future. I may have to remove this whole branch. There's no sub-branching on this branch for quite a distance. It has some nice movement, but it's maybe a little long, and as I said, it's coming quite far forward. So I think this will be the apex eventually. So I'm going to prune back. I'm not going to prune this branch off yet. I'm going to keep my options open at the moment, but I will prune this foliage back on this branch. So you can see this frond. I can go back to the first kind of division on the frond, like that. This one, I can go back. It's all good, healthy looking foliage. I can go back to about here. Up top here, I have some really vigorous branches, so I can take those back also. Always keeping nice green, healthy foliage on your branches. This one I can take back to here. This one can come back to here. And then I could prune. This branch is getting very long. I could prune the tip off. You can see it's starting to grow quite vigorously from the tip there. So I'm going to prune that tip off like that. Kind of subduing the growth on this branch and encouraging the other one, which I think will become the leader, to grow more.
This one I could also prune off the tip, like that. This branch can be taken back. The one at the back here can be pruned back shorter. Then, I've got a dead branch here. I can take that one off. It's just a skinny little branch. Goes from in here. Take that off. There's a branch at the back here I can prune back shorter. Taking the tip off. This one I can prune back shorter. Taking the tip off. There's one back here. Now, on this back branch, I have a lot of vigorous growth, so I can definitely prune some of that back. Take my tips off, and I think I'll take the whole tip off this one. It's very vigorous, almost a rocket branch. These Thujas, when they're really happy, they grow very rapidly. They'll shoot up with these branches that just take off like a rocket. Just pinch the tip on that one. Okay, so that's got a lot of the vigorous growth kind of cut back. Now I'm going to have a look at the tree and just see if there's any branches I want to remove. So let me go to the front view now. So I'm just having a look from the front view. So that's the front view. And I'm looking at the front view now. So I've got another dead branch here I can remove. Clean that junction up. There's another dead branch here. And this vertical one's also dead. So they can come off. Now, I'm looking at the branches. So I definitely think this will be my leader eventually. I've got a dead tip I can take off there. And there's a dead branch back here. And another one here I can take off. So I can see in the future this branch that's coming up vertically here will be removed and the branch will be developed out here. This will be my leader, so this branch will eventually either be shortened or cut back, or either shortened or removed, I should say. And I think I can remove the vigorous tip here. It's growing really, really strongly. I think I can take that off. I don't want it kind of taking off here. I want to keep this branch quite compact. So I'm going to remove that really vigorous tip here. Cutting it back, and I'm just finding a place to cut it back. There's a dead branch here I can remove. And there is a branch kind of more horizontal coming off here, so I can take that whole top off, and I'll leave a bit of a stub. So here I go, a big cut coming up, taking that whole tip off. And then I think even this one, it's quite vigorous and it's starting to grow upwards, so I'm going to prune the upwards growth off of that. Do a bit of tip pinching. Tip pinching on these branches. Tip pinching. Okay, so let's look from the front now. There's a vertical shoot here I can take off. It's a little crowded in this area too. And I do want to try and get some back budding on the branch if I can. So I need to get light to all parts of that branch. There's a dead branch coming out the front here I can remove. And I think I can shorten this upright growth. I've got a branch down lower. So I'll take a upright part off there. This one can be pruned back. I'll prune these back even more. I pinch the tips, but I can prune them back more. They're pretty vigorous. This one too. I'll take out the middle leader of that branch. Take it back. That's looking better. This vertical branch that I said I'll probably remove, I'm wondering if I should remove it now. It's kind of shading out my main apex that I want to grow. And I don't think I'd ever want that as my leader. You know, even if I took that off, it would be not the greatest looking leader. This is a better one. I'll prune the growth off that's going to the inside here. Taking that off, that gets lots of light to this area. So here's the front of the tree. Yeah, I think it's looking quite nice. Certainly is twisty. I may repot it at a slightly different angle when I go to repot it next. So I'll rotate it around again. So here's the front. Coming around to the right hand side. To the back. To the left hand side. And back to the front. At the base of the tree, I have some moss growing up the trunk that I'm going to pull off very carefully. Trying not to pull the bark off with the moss. Which isn't always possible, but so I had this tree growing in a tray of water over the summer, and it stayed nice and healthy. I think the tray of water under these Eastern White Cedars or Thuja occidentalis really helps the trees on those hot summer days. These trees don't really like the heat all that much. Yeah, this tree was started by Edna from the KW Club. She dug up this little seedling and developed it for about 20 years in a pot and then gave it to me. And I've been developing it for another close to 30 years. So yeah, it's getting to be a really old tree. And I feel like it's just starting its life as a bonsai. It's just starting to get kind of its final style. And it's been quite enjoyable watching it mature in the pot. There's a weed in here I can pull out. I think this is my only second generation tree I have. All the trees I have are ones that I've started. Someday they'll get passed on to someone and grown into the future. Those that survive. Now the trunk's looking pretty good. It's getting some fluting on it. Sort of some swelling on some of the live veins. Very typical of old cedars to have that kind of cool buttress trunk. And these Thujas, they're pretty tough trees to kill in Canada. They can take the cold winters. They're pretty good growers. As long as you keep them watered, they tend to stay quite happy. That's why you'll see a lot of people in Canada that have Eastern White Cedars as bonsai, because they're very difficult to kill. So everyone you get, they tend to stay alive. Whereas some species of trees, you know, you try it out and some of them don't do so well, they die off. Okay, that's a lot better. That's reasonable now. Yeah, so there's the front of the tree. Here is a look at the tree now. Yeah, I think it's looking quite nice. Ready to grow in the summertime. Yeah, I think it'll be a good looking tree someday. There's the foliage on the tree, and here's what I took off today. So not a whole lot. Kind of a few branches, a lot of branch tips. Yeah, I would call it a fairly light pruning, but I think structurally it's sorted out once again and ready to grow. I think this cedar is taking on the characteristics of a collected tree. It looks very wild and natural, and I'm hoping someday if it goes in a bonsai show that someone asks me, where did you collect that tree from? And I'll tell them, no, it's been growing in a pot for pretty well all its life, 50 years. So that is all for today. I'm Nigel Saunders. Thanks for joining me in the Bonsai Zone.